I tripped on a rat and fell. Who do I sue? Hello, it's me. I'm Steven Allen. How are you doing today? I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I did trip on a rat and I did fall. This was months ago at this point, and I am 6'2". I don't think that's that tall. I think it's average height, even though it's not average height. But people are like, you're so tall. Like, how tall are you? They love to do this. Get close to me and, how tall are you? You're real tall. Sir, ma'am, that is unnecessary to get close to me and look straight up like I'm a tree. That's insulting. I mean, it's annoying because they all do it like they're doing it for the first, like they're the first person to do it. They love to just walk up to you. Wow, you're really tall. And that's like, no, I'm not. I'm tall, yes. I'm not really tall. I'm not 7 feet tall. I'm not 8 feet tall. I'm not like NBA, I'm just normal tall. And I feel like 6 feet is, it's not average height, but I feel like that's the height that most guys lie about being. And I'm just 2 inches taller than that. I'm just a little taste taller than that. That's not intensity. But most guys are like 5'7", 5'6", and they say they're 6 feet tall. And so they're saying it to their girlfriends, to their wives, and they're thinking like, oh, my man's 6 feet tall. He's tall, yeah, because they're 5'4", or 5'3", or 5'5". And so then they go out in the world and they're like, how tall are you? You're really tall, because their man at home is short. And then they're saying you must be like 6'8" or 7'15", because my husband, he's 6 feet tall. Your husband a lie. Your husband a lie. He ain't 6 feet tall. That's why you messed up. You got your numbers messed up because your man confused you on mathematics. Let me stop. This video is about how I tripped on a rat and fell. So I was walking and there were these rats that were just running by on the sidewalk, and it was super late at night, and I had a backpack on, I had food in my hands, and it was packaged and covered and everything. And I saw the rats running by, and I knew that they ran by in a certain type of location, but I thought, okay, I'm going to walk with a mission. I'm going to be fine. It ran right under my foot, and I stepped on it, and I knew I stepped on it, but it wasn't like I was trying to step on it. It just ran right under my foot. Like, you see a human walking by, wait. They act like they're so busy. Like they're a busy mom on the go. They got to get their son to soccer practice or something. Girl, slow down. These rats just running by. So anyway, it ran right under my foot. I stepped on it. I could hear the crunch, and I lost my balance, and I could see myself losing my balance. And I was like, well, I'll be fine. I fell in slow motion. I started falling forward. There was one of those signs, not a stop sign, but a similar type of sign about parking right in front of me. And I said, if I fall forward, I'm going to split my head open, because it looks like I'm not falling that fast. You know, when you're falling and it's slow motion, or often for me, because I'm falling from a really high, according to people, I'm falling from 6 feet in the air. But anyway, it is a lot when you are that is tall enough to make a difference when you fall. There was this woman who was like 5 feet, maybe like 5'1", 5'2", and she fell. She slipped on some ice, and people were like running over to her, are you okay? And I'm like, she's fine. She didn't fall that far. But she didn't fall like on her back. She just kind of did a split and fell down. But I was like, if I fell, I feel like I would just explode. So, anyway, I was falling, and I thought, if I fall forward, I'm going to split my head open, because you'll think you're not falling that fast or that hard or whatever. And then you hit something, your hand split open. But anyway, I fell. And as I was falling forward, my backpack had stuff in it, so it was heavy. It pulled me back, and I fell on my back. So I thought, oh, my backpack or book bag is going to be all scratched up, but it wasn't. Something in me was like, get up right now, because rats, as I was saying, were running by. I didn't want them to start crawling on me. So I got up, my food fell on the ground, but it was in like Tupperware, like in a thing where it was sealed fully. And it was also in a bag. So I picked it up and I still ate it. It's not like it actually touched New York City proper, because if it did, I would have thrown that away. But I picked it up and I kept going, and I just thought, what happened? I didn't have any scratches or anything, but a little rat made me fall. And then another time I was going to Taco Bell, and this was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was walking home, and I was walking, a mouse ran under my foot. I could hear the crunch, and I was just so freaked out. This girl was walking behind me, and I thought she's gonna think I'm crazy, because I was like making all these like movements and stuff, because I could feel the crunch. You know, certain bugs, like a little gnat or fly, you can just hit it or whatever, take a napkin or a paper towel, toilet paper, and throw it away, or flush it in the toilet. But like a water bug or something like that, I have to close my ears and crunch it, because if I hear the crunch or feel the crunch, I can't. So I cannot. I'll have to like take a phone, well, who has a phone book anymore? One time I took it, I don't even want to say, because I feel like, whatever. I was at home with my parents, and there was this, I think it was a water bug. It was a large bug, and it was in the middle of the living room, and there was a phone book around, and I just I held it up and let it fall. It killed it. But I didn't want to clean it up, because I didn't want to deal with the crunch and everything. And I just left it there. And I'm sure my mom was like, why is the phone book in the middle of the living room? And then she picked it up, and then she's like, what is this? And probably cleaned it and didn't say anything to me about it. No one said anything. They knew it was me. I don't have any brothers or sisters, but that's one of my things. I just cannot with the crunch. So I have to like cover my ears and like start talking loudly, because if I feel, or I can feel it, but if I hear that crunch, it's too much for me. But anyway, the reason I wanted to tell this story now is because I was out in Central Park, and it got dark. It was not that late. I feel like it was 6 p.m., but it was, you know, it gets dark at 5 o'clock around this time of the year. Maybe it was 7. It started snowing because Alexa, I shouldn't say her name because some of you are watching this and it'll trigger it, whatever. That'll be the last time I say it. She lied to me and said it wasn't going to rain. Oh, I said, is it going to rain? Technically, it didn't rain. It snowed. But I still had an umbrella, because I always keep an umbrella in my book bag, because I know she lied. But I like to just keep one, just because sometimes you get these random showers. So I was walking through around Central Park, and as I'm walking, I see this huge rat, like big, thick, ugly, giant rat. What was this video? How did I start this video? Okay, I was like, should I start with that? But it was this huge rat that almost looked like a possum, and it was just bouncing by. And I was like, let me get out of here, because I've fallen with these rats before. I've fallen without a rat before and ended up getting this scar on my knee, and they fully went away. And then a week later, it came back. It fully healed, no scar at all, and then a week later, a scar. And this was like years ago, probably over 5 years ago now. So I'm like, now I just live with this. Like, I got a tattoo. But anyway, this huge, big rat just like flops by, and I'm like, I need to get out of here. So I start walking faster, but there's ice on the ground. It's snowing. I'm trying to switch hands because I'm holding something. I have my book bag. I don't want it to get snow and wet all over, get snow all over it and get wet. And then I don't want to get snow all over me. And I'm trying to like stay warm and keep my coat and have my scarf. And then a bunch of raccoons they just pop up. It's like you're playing a video game and they just render out. Because I saw the rat and then a bunch of raccoons. Not like one over here, one over there. A bunch in Central. And I've never seen a raccoon. I don't think I've ever seen a raccoon in New York City. Ever. I would think they would be around, around like trash cans and stuff. I've never seen one. I'm just thinking about it now. I've seen rats. I've seen rats in the subway. I've seen mice and all that kind of stuff. I've never seen a raccoon. I think I've seen squirrels, but a bunch of raccoons, and they were all looking at me like, what are you doing here? And the rat went by me like it paid to go here. It was like, oh, I pay to go here. You're in my way. I have somewhere to be. And then the raccoons were looking at me like, do you need help? Why are you here? It's like dark outside. Are you confused? They were judging me so hard. So I was like, let me get out of here because I don't know if they start attacking. I don't know what they do because these are like New York City rats and New York City raccoons. So I'm from Alabama. They would kind of scatter if they see you. But here they were like, can I help you? It wasn't even like they were scared. It was kind of like judgment. Like, what are you doing here? What do you need? Why are you bothering me? And just like, excuse me, like that kind of look. And so I was freaked out because I already had the PTSD from tripping on the rat previously months ago. And I was like, I don't want to trip on another rat. And I thought if I keep walking, another rat could pop out. But I was in the middle of Central Park at this point. So I was like, any direction I go in, it's going to take a minute to get out of here. And I can't like call a taxi to get me out of here. I can't like call a helicopter or anything. Like you could use Uber helicopter. I couldn't do anything. I was just stuck in there. I didn't have a bicycle. I didn't have a scooter. No one was around. People weren't around. So if I got attacked, no one would know. I just had my phone. But I got out of there. Obviously, I'm here now. But that was insane. So I was like, maybe I'll end up in an episode of Law & Order Special Victims Unit because I am the cray-cray who's standing in Central Park in the middle of the night. You're not supposed to be in Central Park after dark unless you got a dog that you're walking. So I planned that out incorrectly. And that was a big booty mess. But anyway, I'm fine now. So be careful when you are in New York City proper and you're walking around these streets and you're in Central Park because you might think, oh, all I have to worry about is some guy who might want to like run around with a knife. Cause that's what I was thinking. Like, let me quickly walk through so I don't run into a crazy person. I didn't think about the wildlife. I thought maybe a squirrel. I've only really been in Central Park during the day and you see squirrels. Often you don't see rats because usually you see rats at night or you see rats during the day in the subway because it's basically night underground. But I have not seen, I'm like, there's some of everything. And I could have cried. And if I saw a possum, I don't like how they look. Their teeth, they have too many teeth. They're jagged. They're sharp. They look scary. They look like really big rats. I hate how let me not say that because that's like, you're making, like, I don't want YouTube to think it's like something against someone. They scan the video and they hear that word or whatever. I don't like that. I don't favor the possum. I don't. I don't. And I mean, there was this guy on YouTube and he has a raccoon as a pet and it's cute or whatever. I just watched a video of someone eating a raccoon. They just cooked him up and ate him. So I was looking at those raccoons like, I just watched a video on YouTube of someone eating you. So you can roll your neck right back and stop looking at me so hard. They looked at me so hard like I owed them something. Like I had something to do with them. You don't know me. Look at me. Let me stop. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for now. I tripped on a rat and I fell. The end. So I'm Steven Allen. Take a little time to make art and be brilliant. Let me know if your New York City story, like the most ridiculous story you have come across that happened to you, at you, by you, whatever you in New York City proper or whatever part of New York City. So take a little time to make art and be brilliant. Hit the plus, hit the stars, subscribe, do all the things. Give this video 5 stars. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.